Did you know that some of the longest living people in the world share the same 5 simple daily habits? And no, it's not just about diet or exercise. Studies show that these habits can add years to your life, and more importantly, life to your years. Picture this. You wake up feeling refreshed, your joints don't ache, your mind is sharp, and you have the energy to do the things you love. No more dragging through the day, no more feeling stuck in a cycle of exhaustion. Instead, you feel vibrant, engaged, and truly alive. Sounds like a dream? It's completely possible if you make a few simple changes. In this video, we're revealing the 5 golden habits that people who age well swear by. Habits that can keep you active, mentally sharp, and emotionally fulfilled for years to come. And trust me, you won't want to miss the last one. It's the real game changer. Before we dive in, take a second to hit that like button. It helps more people like you discover life-changing tips for healthy aging. And if you're new here, subscribe to Life Advice for Older People, so you never miss an update on how to live your best life after 60. Now, let's start with the first golden habit, the one that can literally add years to your life by keeping your body strong and pain-free. Margaret had always been an active woman. As a young mother, she would chase her kids around the park, carry grocery bags effortlessly, and dance at family gatherings without a second thought. But now, at 72, things were different. She would wake up feeling stiff, her knees aching before she even stepped out of bed. Walking to the mailbox felt like a chore. Getting up from the couch required a deep breath and a moment to steady herself. She felt drained, sluggish, and, though she hated to admit it, old. For a long time, Margaret thought, this is just part of getting older. But one afternoon, as she struggled to lift her granddaughter into her arms, something shifted. The little girl looked up and asked, "Grandma, why don't you pick me up anymore?" That question stayed with her. Margaret realized that if she didn't do something, she might lose more than just energy. She could lose her independence, her freedom, and the ability to enjoy life's little moments. That's when she decided to make a change. Margaret didn't sign up for a gym or start lifting weights. Instead, she began with something simple. 5 minutes of movement every morning. She started with gentle stretching, reaching her arms overhead and rolling her shoulders. Then she added a slow walk around her backyard. At first, it felt insignificant. How could just a few minutes of movement make a difference? But after a few days, something surprising happened. Her joints didn't feel as stiff in the morning. Her legs felt stronger. She wasn't as tired by mid-afternoon. Encouraged, she increased her walk to 10 minutes, then 15. She found an easy chair yoga routine on YouTube and followed along. Within weeks, Margaret noticed a transformation. She could stand up from a chair without effort. Her back didn't ache as much. She started sleeping better. And most importantly, she could once again lift her granddaughter into her arms without hesitation. Margaret's story isn't unique. Countless studies show that daily movement is one of the most powerful tools for healthy aging. In fact, research has found that just 20 minutes of daily activity can reduce joint pain and stiffness by keeping your muscles and ligaments flexible, improve heart health by increasing circulation and lowering blood pressure, boost energy levels by enhancing oxygen flow throughout the body, strengthen bones and prevent falls, one of the biggest risks for seniors, and even slow cognitive decline by stimulating brain activity. The best part? You don't have to do high-intensity workouts or push your body to its limits. The key isn't intensity, it's consistency. Not sure where to start? Here are some simple and effective ways to get moving every day. Walking. One of the easiest and most effective ways to stay active. A short 15 to 20-minute walk each day can improve circulation and reduce stiffness. Stretching. A gentle morning stretch routine can improve flexibility and reduce pain. Try reaching for the ceiling, rolling your shoulders and touching your toes, or as close as you can. Chair yoga. Ideal if you have limited mobility. Moves like seated leg lifts, gentle twists and arm stretches can improve flexibility and coordination. Tai Chi or light resistance training. Great for balance, strength and even mental clarity. Resistance bands or light weights can help maintain muscle tone. Dancing, yes, dancing. Put on your favorite song and sway, step or move however feels good. Your body will thank you. Remember, the hardest part is getting started. Once you build the habit, movement becomes something you enjoy rather than something you have to do. Margaret once feared that her best years were behind her. She worried that aging meant losing her ability to do the things she loved. But after making movement a part of her daily routine, she felt alive again. She could walk longer distances without pain. She had more energy to play with her grandkids. She no longer hesitated before standing up, reaching for something on a high shelf, or bending down to pick something up. Most importantly, she felt in control of her body again. And here's the truth. This can be your story too. Imagine waking up with energy, feeling confident in your movements and knowing that your body is working for you, not against you. It's never too late to start. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite way to stay active? Whether it's walking, stretching, or even dancing in the kitchen, drop a comment below. Now, staying active is just one piece of the puzzle. Because while movement keeps your body strong, what's happening in your mind is just as important. In fact, the next habit could be the key to keeping your brain sharp and memory strong as you age. You won't want to miss this. Let's dive in. Have you ever walked into a room, stopped in your tracks and thought, wait, why did I come in here? Or maybe you've misplaced your glasses only to find them sitting right on top of your head. You're not alone. These little lapses in memory can be frustrating, and for many seniors, they spark a deeper worry. Is my mind slowing down? Am I losing my sharpness? The good news, your brain is like a muscle, and just like your body, it thrives on exercise. The more you challenge and engage it, the stronger it stays, no matter your age. Let's go back to Margaret, our 72-year-old grandmother, who regained her energy with daily movement. Even though her body felt better, she noticed something else. Her memory wasn't as sharp as it used to be. She would forget names, misplace things more often, and sometimes struggle to find the right words in conversations. At first she brushed it off, thinking, that's just aging, right? But deep down, she feared what so many seniors do, losing her independence due to cognitive decline. That's when Margaret made another life-changing decision. Instead of accepting memory loss as inevitable, she took control of her brain health, and what happened next might surprise you. Studies show that keeping your brain engaged with puzzles, reading or learning new skills can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline and even delay dementia. In fact, research from the National Institute on Aging reveals that lifelong learning stimulates neural connections, keeping the brain more resilient as you age. Think of it like this: the more you use your brain, the stronger it stays. Here's what happens when you actively challenge your mind. New neural connections form, helping your memory and problem-solving skills stay sharp. Your brain releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical that improves motivation and focus. Cognitive reserve increases, meaning your brain builds extra backup pathways to delay aging effects. Mental agility improves, making it easier to think quickly, adapt and stay independent longer. So what kind of activities help? Let's talk about some brain-boosting habits you can start today. Margaret knew she needed to do something, so she picked up an unexpected new hobby: learning Spanish. At 70 years old, she downloaded a language app and practiced for just 10 minutes a day. At first, it felt silly. She hadn't learned anything new in years, but soon she found herself excited to challenge her brain. And the results? Margaret felt sharper, more focused, and even more confident in conversations. She noticed she was remembering names faster and even recalling small details from years ago. Want to keep your mind sharp like Margaret? Try these simple but powerful brain exercises. Read every day. Whether it's books, newspapers, or articles, reading keeps your brain engaged and stimulates imagination. Solve puzzles and play games. Crosswords, Sudoku, chess, or even card games train your brain to think critically and stay focused. Learn a new skill. It could be a new language, a musical instrument, or even cooking a new recipe. Learning keeps your brain flexible and active. Engage in meaningful conversations. Talking about deep topics, sharing stories, and debating ideas strengthens memory and communication skills. Try brain training apps. There are plenty of apps like Lumosity or Duolingo designed to keep your mind challenged in fun ways. The key, have fun with it. The best brain exercises are the ones you enjoy. So find something that excites you and make it part of your daily routine. Margaret once feared that her mind was slipping away. But after just a few months of actively training her brain, she felt more alert, engaged, and in control of her thoughts. And here's something important. You don't have to accept memory loss as inevitable. Imagine being able to recall names instantly, tell rich stories from your past, and stay mentally sharp no matter how many birthdays you celebrate. It's possible, and it starts with making your brain a priority, just like Margaret did. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one activity that keeps your brain active? Whether it's reading, puzzles, or learning something new? Drop a comment below. Your tip might inspire someone else. Now, keeping your mind sharp is powerful, but what Margaret did next surprised even her doctors. It's something so simple, yet often overlooked. And it can dramatically improve your overall well-being. Stay with me, because the next habit might be the most important one yet. Did you know that loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? That's not just a catchy phrase, it's backed by science. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even dementia. It weakens the immune system and accelerates aging at a cellular level. Yet millions of seniors find themselves spending more time alone than ever before. Kids move away, friends drift apart, and social circles shrink over time. What starts as a little quiet time can turn into days or even weeks without meaningful interaction. The truth is, we're not meant to live in isolation. Human connection is just as essential to longevity as exercise and nutrition. And the good news? It's never too late to rebuild those connections. Margaret had always been a social person, but as she got older, things changed. Her husband passed away a few years ago. Her children, now busy with their own families, called less often, and many of her longtime friends had either moved away or passed on. At first she told herself she was fine. She kept busy with books and TV, but deep down she felt something missing. The silence in the house was deafening. Mealtimes felt lonely. Some days she went without speaking to another person at all. Then, one morning, Margaret read an article that changed everything. It talked about how staying socially connected can actually extend your lifespan, even more than exercise in some cases. That's when she decided enough was enough. She picked up the phone and called an old friend she hadn't spoken to in years. That single phone call led to weekly coffee meetups. She then joined a local book club where she met people who shared her love for reading. Eventually, she even started volunteering at a community centre where she found purpose and connection again. And guess what? Margaret wasn't just happier, she was healthier. Her mood improved, her energy increased, and she felt like herself again. Science confirms what Margaret experienced firsthand. Strong social ties are one of the most powerful predictors of long life and happiness. When we engage with others, our bodies release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and even strengthens the immune system. Here's how regular social interactions can dramatically improve your well-being, boosts mental health, reduces the risk of depression and anxiety, sharpens memory. Conversations and social activities stimulate brain function, strengthens the immune system. Less stress equals better immunity, increases lifespan. Studies show that people with strong social networks live longer, improves overall happiness. Meaningful relationships lead to a greater sense of purpose and joy. The bottom line? Loneliness isn't just an emotional struggle, it's a health risk. Margaret didn't wait for someone else to reach out, she took the first step. And you can too. Here are some simple ways to stay socially connected, even if you live alone. Call or visit family and old friends. Even a short conversation can lift your spirits. Join a club or group. Whether it's a book club, gardening group, or faith-based gathering, finding like-minded people is a great way to stay connected. Volunteer in your community. Helping others gives you purpose and brings new people into your life. Try a new hobby with others. Painting, music, dance, or even a fitness class can be fun ways to meet new friends. Use technology to stay in touch. Video calls, social media, and even senior-friendly apps make it easier than ever to stay connected. Even one social interaction a day can make a world of difference. Margaret once feared she would spend her later years in quiet solitude. But today, she's thriving. She has friends to laugh with, people to share stories with, and a renewed sense of purpose. She no longer dreads meal times or the long hours of the day, because now she has people to share them with. And guess what? That same transformation is possible for you. No matter your age or circumstances, you can start reconnecting right now. It just takes one phone call, one message, or one step outside your door. Who's the one person you haven't talked to in a while? A friend, a sibling, an old neighbor? Take a moment right after this video and give them a call. Let them know you were thinking about them. You never know how much they might need to hear your voice too. Now, social connections are powerful, but there's another habit that can supercharge your health and happiness in ways most people never think about. It's simple, but the impact is huge. Stay tuned because this next habit might just surprise you. Ever wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed? Or find yourself forgetting things, struggling to focus, or feeling sluggish by midday? Most people assume it's just a normal part of aging, but what if it isn't? The truth is, poor sleep and dehydration are two of the most overlooked causes of fatigue, memory loss, and even weight gain. And yet, so many seniors don't realize how much these simple factors impact their daily lives. The good news? A few small changes to your routine can lead to major improvements in energy, brain function, and overall health. Remember Margaret? By now, she had made huge strides. She was moving daily, keeping her mind sharp and reconnecting with old friends. But something was still off. She felt exhausted during the day, struggling to focus and stay motivated. She assumed it was just aging catching up with her, until a routine doctor's visit revealed two shocking facts. One, she was chronically dehydrated without even realizing it. And two, her sleep quality was terrible, even though she was getting enough hours in bed. It turned out that these two simple factors were draining her energy and affecting her memory, so she decided to take action. And what happened next? Within just a few weeks, Margaret felt a transformation. Science backs up what Margaret experienced firsthand. Without proper sleep and hydration, your body and brain can't function at their best. Why sleep matters? 1. It repairs the body. Sleep is when the body heals itself, repairing muscles and strengthening the immune system. 2. It boosts brain function. Deep sleep is critical for memory retention and cognitive sharpness. 3. It regulates weight. Poor sleep disrupts hormones that control hunger, leading to weight gain. And 4. It improves mood. A well-rested brain is better at handling stress and emotions. Why hydration is crucial? 1. It prevents fatigue. Even mild dehydration can cause sluggishness and low energy. 2. It supports digestion. Water helps prevent constipation and keeps digestion smooth. 3. It boosts metabolism. Staying hydrated keeps the body's systems working efficiently. And 4, it keeps the skin healthy. Hydration plays a key role in keeping skin supple and reducing wrinkles. Think of sleep and hydration as the fuel your body needs to function at its best. When you run low on either, everything from your memory to your mood takes a hit. Margaret knew she needed to make some changes, so she committed to a simple daily routine, and it completely transformed her energy levels. Here's what she did. 1, she set a bedtime and wake-up time. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate the body's internal clock. 2, she avoided screens before bed. The blue light from phones, tablets and TVs tricks the brain into thinking it's daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. Margaret switched to reading a book instead. 3, she stayed hydrated throughout the day. Instead of drinking a lot of water at once, she sipped consistently, especially in the morning. 4, she limited caffeine in the afternoon. Coffee is great, but caffeine stays in your system for hours. Cutting off caffeine after lunch helped Margaret sleep better at night. And 5, she created a relaxing bedtime routine. She started dimming the lights, listening to soft music and drinking a cup of caffeine-free herbal tea before bed. And the results? Within weeks, Margaret felt more alert, less forgetful, and even lost a few pounds without trying. Imagine waking up every morning feeling truly refreshed. No grogginess, no dragging yourself through the day, no relying on endless cups of coffee just to function. That's the power of proper sleep and hydration. It doesn't just improve health, it improves quality of life. Margaret had no idea that such a simple shift could change how she felt so dramatically. But once she got her sleep and hydration on track, she felt like a new person. And the best part? You can too. Are you drinking enough water during the day? Here's a challenge. Grab a glass of water right now and take a sip. Then drop a comment below and let us know how many hours of sleep do you usually get each night. You've made it this far, and now it's time for the final habit. This last one is what truly separates those who age gracefully from those who struggle. It's simple, yet incredibly powerful, and most people overlook it. Don't miss this one, because it just might be the key to your best years yet. What's the real difference between those who thrive in their later years and those who merely exist? It's not money, it's not luck, it's not even health, at least not at first. The happiest seniors wake up every morning with a reason to smile. They have something to look forward to, something that excites them, challenges them, and fills their days with meaning. Whether it's a personal passion, giving back to others, or simply enjoying time with loved ones, purpose is the fuel that keeps the spirit alive. But what happens when that sense of purpose fades? For many, retirement feels like a long-awaited break, until the days start to feel empty. Without work, raising kids, or a structured routine, some seniors begin to feel lost. Days blur together, motivation slips away, and that spark, the one that once made life exciting, starts to dim. But here's the good news. It's never too late to rediscover your purpose and bring joy back into your life. Margaret had spent decades raising a family, working hard and being the glue that held everything together. But after her kids moved away and she retired, something felt off. At first, she enjoyed the freedom, sleeping in, watching TV and relaxing, but soon the lack of structure started to wear on her. She felt restless, unmotivated, and even a little lonely. Then, one day, a neighbour invited her to volunteer at a local community centre. Margaret hesitated. What could she possibly offer? But she decided to give it a try. That small decision changed everything. Margaret started teaching kids how to garden, a skill she'd loved for years. She felt needed, valued, and alive again. Soon she found herself smiling more, laughing more, and waking up excited for the day ahead. As she puts it, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. And that's the secret. Purpose and joy aren't just for the young. They're for everyone, at every stage of life. Research shows that having a sense of purpose can extend lifespan, improve mental health, and even reduce the risk of diseases like Alzheimer's and heart disease. Here's how finding purpose can transform your life. Boosts mental health. A sense of purpose reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. Keeps the brain sharp. Engaging in meaningful activities strengthens cognitive function. Improves physical health. Studies show that people with purpose are more active and have stronger immune systems. Increases happiness and fulfillment. Life feels more rewarding when you have something to look forward to. Strengthens social connections. Many purposeful activities like volunteering or mentoring help build strong relationships. Margaret's story isn't unique. Around the world, the longest living, happiest seniors share one thing in common. They never stop growing, learning and contributing. If you're feeling stuck, unmotivated or unsure of what's next, don't worry, you're not alone. And there's always a way to rediscover passion and joy. Here are some simple steps to get started. Reconnect with old passions. Think back to what you loved as a child or younger adult. Painting, writing, music. It's never too late to start again. Try something new. Challenge yourself to learn a new skill, whether it's a language, a craft, or even a musical instrument. Learning keeps the brain young. Volunteer and give back. Helping others creates a deep sense of fulfillment. Whether it's mentoring younger generations, assisting at a food bank or fostering animals, giving back benefits both you and the community. Spend time with like-minded people, join a club, take a class or find a group with shared interests. Social connections amplify joy. Set small, meaningful goals. Having a goal, even something as simple as growing a small garden or writing a journal, gives direction and excitement to your days. The key, keep moving forward, keep growing, keep playing. Imagine waking up each morning feeling energized and excited. Instead of counting down the hours, you look forward to what's ahead. Instead of feeling lost, you feel inspired. That's what happens when you fill your life with purpose and joy. It's not about age, it's about how you choose to live. Margaret didn't need a time machine to feel young again. She just needed a reason to wake up with a smile. And you can have that too. What's one thing that brings you joy? A hobby, a skill, or something you've always wanted to try? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear what excites you. And there you have it. 5 golden habits that can help you stay strong, sharp and full of life in your senior years. Let's do a quick recap. Daily movement. Keep your body active and pain-free. A sharp mind. Challenge your brain and keep learning. Social connections. Stay engaged with loved ones and community. Sleep and hydration. Give your body the rest and fuel it needs. Purpose and joy. Wake up every day with something to look forward to. Which habit are you going to focus on first? Let us know in the comments. Now take action. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It really helps more people see this message. And don't keep this to yourself. Share it with a friend who needs to hear this today. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best years of your life are still ahead. See you in the next video.